History on this 67 registered car starts in 1978 with its lady owner who lived at Woodley Hall and regularly used it to shop in nearby Exeter. She called the car Big E. The car formed part of a larger collection of vehicles, all sold off in 2014 when my car came into the ownership of an Eastbourne policeman who is credited with the restoration of the car. He himself, incidentally, was dubbed Super Cop by the local press and has been honoured by the Queen for bravery. He owned the car for 7 years until I bought it in 2021, and I've carried on the work, including original OEM steering wheel, new rear overriders, and going back to black tyres. If anyone knows about this car before 1978, or you were a previous owner, please get in touch.
Okay, highly recommend the larger steering wheel. It is probably one you'd see on a paddle steamship or something, but it does make 3-point turns a lot easier without power assisted steering. I would highly recommend the proper size steering wheel for this car. For that reason, simply, it makes steering it a lot easier without power assistance. Obviously, compared to modern cars, it's not as quick or as luxurious, if you like, as that, but once you get used to it, this car is it's a lovely car to drive. I mean, it keeps up with modern traffic. It loves these lanes when you trundle along, and it's quite happy. It really is an easy car to live with. I mean, I'm not using the overdrive at the moment. I don't really need it. It's there. Certainly, I'll just put the overdrive in now. Just gets the revs down a bit. It's a 50 mile an hour road and we're doing 50. What more could you want, you know? It's a very easy car, simple car to drive. Just knock the overdrive off, signal left, and we're going to hit what I would call a fast road now. So I'll put the foot down. And flick the overdrive in. And there we are. You know, it's absolutely no problem at all. And today I want to talk about the MGB GT from 1967. If you're in the market for buying one of these cars and you are looking for one, please do your homework. A price guide similar to this is a big help. It certainly was to me when purchasing one. And another little tip is buy the best one you can afford with the least amount of work. One thing about these cars is the practicality of them. This is what I love about them. The hatchback in particular was known as one of the first hot hatchbacks. So, you know, the seats fold flat and everything. So that's one of the reasons I bought this car. A few people have said to me, Russ, ethanol, big problem with classic cars. Surely you shouldn't be buying one with the forthcoming ethanol 10 petrol. Well, we've only got to look to our friends in America to see the answer to that. They've had ethanol in their petrol for years and it hasn't destroyed their classic car industry. So there's nothing to worry about, and the answer to it is, quite frankly, additives. Additives to fuel helps, definitely.
Okay.
The prices for these cars have been steadily rising, and surprisingly, one of the reasons is the ultra low emission zone in London and the clear air zone in Birmingham. You may ask me, why is that? Because these are exempt from charges. Now, depends on your green credentials, of course, but you're not too worried about that. These are exempt. So in particularly London, people are snapping these cars up. There's no tax to pay. Insurance is very low. You don't even have to have an MOT. So surprisingly, these emission zones in the big cities are helping to raise the prices of these cars, which is quite a turn up for the buck when you think about it, isn't it?
Right, let's have a look under the bonnet. There you have a 1.8 engine in this car. It still runs on a dynamo, and it also, for originality, it is positive earth. And here is the ventilation for your car. I mean, it's just like on a house. It's a little, there's your ventilation there, and you just close it like you do an old-fashioned windowsill, really. And you also got one at the back as well, which you can open. Just open the clip and it opens and lets the air in. Quite simple. And another interesting feature of the ventilation at the front, under here there's a little knob, and you just simply pull that and it opens a flap. Lets air in, keeps it out. Simple as that. And that's what I love about these old cars. They really are fixable. You can change things over, and they're just so simple. And for the windows to go down, there you go. Down and wind them up. In this video, I've concentrated mainly on the fun aspect of owning one of these cars, and the fact that it opens up worlds for you. You can join clubs, and you can use it as an everyday car if you want. But I've tried to concentrate on the fun side of things, and that's what I'll do in the future with iconic brands. Putting your assets into something that would improve your social life, and meet people, and that. And another thing about something like this car, is the history fascinates me. Who owned the car before? Where's it been? I've traced it back to 1978. The car is currently 54 years old in the year 2021. So let's see where we go with this, and let's have some fun. Thank you.
ethanol additives is the answer. They do neutralise the ethanol in the petrol and do tend to help. That's the answer I got from our friends in America, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Next, the prices of these cars have been steadily rising for a while, and one of the reasons, surprisingly, is the ultra emission.
Okay.
Prices have steadily been rising with these cars, and surprisingly, one of the reasons is the London ultra. Oh, okay. Want to go around again?
Yeah, tonight.
No, it's alright. We can go home the other way, that's alright.
Because I heard it on the square off it.
On the square is filming.
Is it?
The round is not.
Oh, in that case, it's on there.
We've got a caravan holding us up here.
I thought it was the other way.
Okay.
Right.
Hi. I'll just stop there.